Well, that guy's sure riding my ass. Hey everybody, welcome to a wonderful Monday night. It is quite gorgeous out for being September. Actually, it's a pretty big day. We got ourselves a new shop hand flashlight holder toolkit retriever today. So welcomed Marek James Budney to the world. Just a little bit early, came a few weeks before he was supposed to, but some point in the future, hopefully he's around to be in some of these videos. Another thing happened today. Well, this happened last weekend. Buddy of mine sent me a picture. Went to check something out. Unfortunately, a guy that I was very loosely acquainted with had a fire at a barn that was from the 1890s. And he had this sitting in there. How about that? So I'm going to walk you around this a little bit, kind of show you what we found and what are we going to build for Marek and his 16th birthday. At least we got a little bit of while to work on this project. We don't have a time crunch. But anyways, let me flip the camera around and show you what we got to work with. Thanks, everybody. Well, here you go. This is a 1-ton 1945 Chevy pickup, dump bed probably, and an extra cab that came with it. My buddy Joe, who you know from videos of doing lots of electrical work and helping out with the Exoset build, with the Master Deluxe build and all that stuff, sent me a picture and said he saw this at a barn that had free wood. Unfortunately, the guy who owned this had a barn from the 1890s and it was crammed full of stuff and unfortunately caught on fire. This was caught in the aftermath of that. You can see there's lots of char and everything on it, and really the only unfortunate thing is apparently when the excavators came by to take the roof down, they did that to it. So this thing sat in that barn for at least 30-40 years. I think it was 1989 it was put in there, and it sat there in all its glory, and then that happened when the roof came down. So here's what I know of this truck. It's a 1945 Chevy. It's got a stove bolt 6 in it, 2-speed rear on the rear axle there. The tires stayed inflated the whole time. The inside of it's kind of crusty because it did get, really hot in the barn, but really, I mean, it is in spectacular shape. There was a lot of charring on everything else burned, but this just stood the test of time, I guess. Extra cab, I don't know what that is, but seems the same vintage. You can see the 2-speed rear there. Dually 1-ton truck. So just lucky to be, sorry about the perspective there, right place, right time to find this. And how about the fact that I have a 1946 truck with no fenders. We found that 1946 GMC for Brooks a couple weeks ago, and now this thing drops into my lap and I get it on my son's birthday. Kind of wild, isn't it? So yeah, it's rough around the edges, I guess, if you consider that rough around the edges, but I think for being 80 years old, stored in a barn, and then getting stuck in a fire, we did pretty okay with it. There is apparently a dump bed that goes with it, but it's still buried in the rubble of the barn, so I don't know if we're going to go get that or if we're going to fabricate something new. To go with that cab, we did get a bunch of other stuff. Some other fenders here, running boards, transmission, hood, bumper for one, probably the big one here. But anyways, I'll hop up there, kind of show you the cab. Not a lot to talk about in the cab because I think it just got real hot in the cab, and that's why everything else melted on top of it. But there you go. There's my quick update and new future project. So pretty cool stuff, I think. I don't know that it ever would have made it out of that barn and just dropped into my lap at the right time. So there you go. Let's take a look on the inside, maybe open the hood up, take a look at that too. Let me hop up there. All right, well, I put the old fisheye lens on here. You can see it got pretty crispy in here. Even had the headliner intact until the fire. All the plasticky bits burned and melted, Bakelite or whatever it might have been back then. But look, there's still the horsehair in the seat. Pretty amazing. Window glass is still in it. And then this one, I haven't even tried to open this one yet. More stuff. No floor. But if we need to, we can just take this cab and turn it around, put it in place of where that other one was. Let's look under the hood. Well, if you watched any of the videos of building the Master Deluxe, this would be a very similar stove bolt engine, inline 6. I rebuilt the carburetor on the Master Deluxe, so I know where to find the rebuild kit for that. That one's a bit crusty, but got the oil bath, air cleaner. We got some horns, didn't have those before. Radiator's in good shape. Everything appears to be here that we would need to get it going. It's a bit crusty, but pretty sweet. Even got a little bit of the original forest green color on there. But anyways, there you go. Let me hop down from here. Do some really poor camera work. There you go. 2 trucks in one. Short update. Just wanted to let you know what we're doing here. All right, well, here you go. It's the next day. It's about 5 o'clock. Everything's going well with the little man. So I have to get the trailer back to my buddy Cordell. So I got to get this off of here myself. Plan is to, it's a tilt bed, hydraulic tilt. So we're got the winch hooked up already on the front. We're gonna roll it to the back of the trailer, tip it up. It's gonna go perfectly smoothly, right? That's my plan. That's as far as I got with the plan. So we'll see if that happens. So I don't know, wish me luck. All right, here's what we're doing. You can see we've got the winch hooked up to the front axle there. I had to put a jack under there because to get this truck so it's on this part of the hydraulic lift, the front wheel has to be past this. Well, to do that, you have to unlock there. As soon as you unlock there, the bed lifts up about 6 inches. So what I did is I got a hydraulic jack under here and under here, holding the back of the gate, or the lift part of the bed. So now that we are entirely on the hydraulic part of the ramp here, what we're gonna do is take those jacks out. As that happens, this will lift up to the point where the hydraulics are engaged. It'll probably lift up to a couple inches. And then with the hydraulic controller in there, I can lift the bed up a foot or so, slowly let the winch line out, and we're gonna nicely deposit this right there and not hit that truck, which isn't mine. So there you go. That's a plan. Watch me do that, I hope. Look at that, just like I said. So here she rests. We're just going to disconnect some stuff here. This will be its home for a little while. I don't know when I'll actually get around to do anything to this. But I gotta say, I don't know, I kind of like it with the crew cab looking thing here. It's pretty unique. You ever seen one like that? I don't know. Should we build it like that? Probably not. Maybe we'll just trade that cab for that cab since we got the big old ding in it. Not sure. So anyways, here's here she rests. Looks pretty good, I think. So I gotta clean all this stuff up and I'm gonna get out of here. So again, Marek's doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, as per the usual, sweaty mess here. Got it off the trailer, ready to go. So let me know what you think. Should we go try and salvage the dump bed, build a custom bed, Duramax swap? Who knows? Anyways, long-term build. Not any immediate plans for it, but got to run from here. Daughter's volleyball game. Back to work tomorrow. Hopefully baby's home the day after that, and everybody else is good. So thanks everybody. Catch you next time.
Yeah!